The massive holographic projection of the alien vessel cast an eerie violet glow across the United Earth Defense Council chamber. Admiral Elena Reyes stood motionless, her weathered hands clasped behind her back, as she studied the crystalline structure of the Zenith Collective's flagship hovering above Neo-Tokyo. Similar ships had appeared simultaneously over 27 other major cities across Earth, their angular forms blocking out the sun like artificial eclipses. The transmission arrived 17 minutes ago, she announced to the gathered council members, her voice steady despite the weight of the moment. The chamber's advanced acoustic design carried her words clearly to every corner without the need for amplification. A lifetime of commanding humanity's hidden space fleet had prepared her for crisis, but this moment would define our species' future. The alien message began playing without prompting. The being that appeared in the projection bore little resemblance to any earthly life form. Its body seemed to be composed of shifting geometric patterns of light and shadow, more mathematical construct than biological entity. People of Earth, the translation scrolled across the bottom of the display. The Zenith Collective has deemed your world suitable for integration. Submit to our guidance within 12 standard hours, or face immediate rectification. Your primitive defenses cannot hope to resist our technological supremacy. Choose wisely. Murmurs of panic rippled through the chamber. Rise waited for them to subside before continuing. What the collective doesn't realize is that we've been preparing for this moment for over a century. She activated her neural interface, and the projection shifted to reveal massive underground facilities extending deep beneath the Earth's crust. In 1908, it wasn't a meteor that struck Tunguska. In 1947, we recovered more than debris at Roswell. In 1977, the wow signal wasn't just a random burst of energy. The chamber fell silent as classified images filled the display. Crashed alien vessels, recovered technology, and decades of reverse engineering efforts. Project Shadowfall began in 1951. While the world watched our apparent slow progress into space, we were building something far greater. The projection changed again, revealing vast fleets of warships unlike anything in public knowledge. Their designs clearly incorporated alien technology, but were distinctly human, predatory, and purposeful. We have over 2,000 combat-ready vessels hidden throughout the solar system. Our ships combine technology reverse-engineered from 7 different alien civilizations, enhanced by human innovation and ingenuity. She paused, letting the information sink in. The collected ships above us are their diplomatic fleet, impressive but lightly armed. They expect us to surrender at first sight of their supposed superiority. How did we keep this secret? A council member from Kenya stood up, voicing the question on everyone's minds. Because we had to, Rise replied simply. The collective isn't the first to find us, but they'll be the first to learn why humanity has survived every extinction-level event in our history. She straightened her uniform, the silver bars of her rank catching the alien light. The collective has positioned themselves as gods among the stars, demanding submission from lesser species. I suggest we show them that humanity bows to no one. The council president leaned forward. What exactly are you proposing, Admiral? Rey's lips curved into a slight smile. Their arrogance will be their undoing. They've positioned their ships perfectly for our defense grid. She pressed a control, and new tactical displays appeared. Their formations are rigid, their tactics unchanged for millennia. They haven't faced real opposition in so long, they've forgotten how to fight an enemy that thinks differently. The chamber was silent for a long moment before the council president spoke. You have authorization, Admiral. Show them humanity's answer to threats of extinction. Reyes nodded and opened a global command channel. All Shadowfall forces, this is Admiral Reyes. Implementation authorization. Defiance Protocol. I say again, Defiance Protocol is now active. Across Earth, hidden facilities hummed to life. Beneath the oceans, massive doors began to open. In mountain ranges worldwide, concealed hangars activated. In orbit, what appeared to be defunct satellites transformed into weapon platforms. The Zenith Collective had expected submission. Instead, they were about to learn why humanity had survived every catastrophe in its history. The lesson would be written in fire across the stars. In the cold void of space, humanity's hidden guardians emerged from their century-long wait, ready to defend their home. The collective had demanded surrender. Earth's response would echo through the galaxy for generations to come. Commander Sarah Chen stood on the bridge of the UES Nighthawk, her ship hidden in the shadow of a dormant comet near Mars' orbit. The red planet's dust storms provided additional cover from collective sensors. Through the quantum link display, she watched as the alien fleet arrived through their faster-than-light corridor, exactly as predicted. "Tactical analysis," she ordered, her voice barely above a whisper despite knowing the enemy couldn't possibly hear them. 712 vessels detected. Lieutenant Rodriguez reported, his hands dancing over the holographic controls. They're arranging themselves in the collective's standard combat formation, just like in the archived battle logs. Chen nodded, studying the enemy fleet. The collected ships were beautiful in their own way, each one a perfect geometric shape that seemed to defy conventional engineering. They moved with precision, taking up positions in a three-dimensional lattice that had likely won them countless battles against less advanced civilizations. All Shadow Fleet vessels maintained position. She transmitted through their quantum-encrypted network. "Remember your training. We're not here to match their strength. We're here to show them something new." The plan was already in motion. While the collective's attention was focused on their primary fleet near Earth, smaller vessels were slipping through their rigid sensor grid. The aliens' systematic scanning patterns left countless blind spots for skilled pilots to exploit, another weakness of their unchanging military doctrine. "Strike teams report status," Chen commanded. "Alpha team in position. Beta team ready. Gamma team standing by. Delta team green. Echo team awaiting orders." 150 of Earth's most advanced stealth ships had successfully positioned themselves throughout the enemy formation. Each vessel carried weapons specifically designed to exploit weaknesses in collective technology, weaknesses discovered through decades of studying their crashed ships. "They're broadcasting," Rodriguez announced. The alien commander's image appeared on the main display, its geometric patterns pulsing with what Chen had learned to recognize as irritation. "Your species' defiance exceeds all reasonable bounds." The translation read, "Your hidden fleet is impressive. Submit now, and we will be merciful." Chen didn't respond. Instead, she opened a channel to all Earth forces. Execute Phase 1. What happened next would be studied in military academies across the galaxy for centuries to come. The collective's perfect formation became their perfect trap. Earth's stealth ships activated their primary weapons, not the energy weapons the aliens expected, but devices that manipulated the fundamental forces of reality itself. Dr. Maya Patel's fingers danced across the quantum interface in her laboratory deep beneath the Himalayan mountains. Through the facility's sensors, she watched as humanity's first strike unfolded across the solar system. The weapons she'd spent her life developing were about to be tested against their intended targets. "Quantum disruptors at full capacity," she announced, her voice steady despite the historic moment. "Initiating reality distortion fields." The collected ships had no defense against weapons that bent the fabric of space-time itself. Their energy shields, designed to repel conventional attacks, were useless against forces that altered the fundamental laws of physics. 20 of their largest vessels disappeared in the first 30 seconds, their perfect crystalline structures shattering as localized reality fluctuations tore them apart from the inside. "Multiple confirmed hits," her assistant, Dr. James Kumar, reported. "The collected's formation is destabilizing. They're attempting to adapt, but their command structure isn't designed for rapid tactical changes." Maya allowed herself a small smile. The aliens had ruled space for so long they'd forgotten the art of true combat. They fought like administrators following a manual. Earth's forces fought like guerrilla warriors, using every advantage they could find. "Launch the quantum mines," she ordered. Thousands of small devices deployed from Earth's ships, each one designed to create microscopic tears in spacetime. The collective's automated defense systems ignored them. They didn't register as weapons by their traditional definitions. In orbit above Mars, Commander Chen watched as the battle unfolded. The Nighthawk's stealth systems kept them hidden as chaos erupted throughout the collective's once perfect formation. Their rigid battle doctrine was becoming their greatest weakness. "They're trying to regroup," Lieutenant Rodriguez reported. "But their ships can't maintain formation through the quantum disruption fields. Their targeting systems are failing." "Execute Phase 2, Chen ordered. "All ships, implement attack pattern Omega." Earth's vessels moved like a swarm of angry wasps, their formations fluid and unpredictable. Each ship acted independently while remaining part of a greater whole. Imperial gunners, trained to target ships moving in predictable patterns, couldn't get a lock on the erratically moving Earth vessels. In her mountain laboratory, Maya monitored the quantum readings with growing satisfaction. "The disruption fields are working better than expected," she noted. "Their crystalline hull structure makes them particularly vulnerable to localized reality distortions." "Admiral Rise is requesting status update," Kumar reported. Maya opened a secure channel to Earth Defense Command. "Admiral, Phase 1 and 2 are exceeding expectations. The collected ships are showing systematic failures across all observed parameters. Their technology is advanced, but it's inflexible. They never anticipated an enemy could weaponize spacetime itself." "Excellent work, Doctor," Rise replied. "But stay alert. Our intelligence suggests this is only their advance force. The main fleet will be more challenging." As if on cue, new signals appeared on the quantum sensors. Massive energy signatures erupted as hundreds of collective warships emerged from faster-than-light travel. Their arrival created ripples in spacetime that Maya's instruments detected long before they became visible. "Multiple FTL signatures detected," Kumar announced. "They're bringing in reinforcements, at least 3 times the size of the first wave." Maya studied the readings with intense focus. Their arrival patterns are exactly as predicted. They're following standard collective protocol for planetary subjugation. Tactical rigidity until the end. In space, Commander Chen watched as the new arrivals took up position. The collective ships arranged themselves in an even larger geometric pattern, their crystalline hulls reflecting sunlight in dazzling arrays. It would have been beautiful if it wasn't meant to herald Earth's destruction. "All ships, maintain stealth protocols," Chen ordered. "Let them think they still have the advantage." Maya's voice came through the quantum link. "Commander, the new arrivals are employing more advanced shielding technology. Our current quantum disruptors might not be as effective." "Understood, Doctor. Time to show them our second surprise." Chen opened a channel to all Earth forces. "This is Shadow Command. Implement Protocol Prometheus." Throughout the solar system, hidden installations activated. Devices that had been disguised as asteroids, space debris, and defunct satellites came to life. Each one began generating precisely calculated quantum fields, creating a vast, invisible web of altered spacetime. "Quantum web is stabilizing," Maya reported, watching as her life's work unfolded on a solar system scale. "Ready to initiate on your mark, Commander." Chen allowed herself a grim smile. The collective was about to learn that humanity didn't just adapt to survive. They adapted to win. "Execute Prometheus Protocol. Show them why you don't corner a species that evolved as both predator and prey." Maya pressed her hand against the quantum interface, initiating the sequence she'd spent decades perfecting. Across the solar system, space itself began to change. The collective's reinforcement fleet suddenly found themselves trapped in a massive quantum web, their faster-than-light corridors destabilized by carefully calculated spatial distortions. "Their FTL systems are failing," Kumar reported with barely contained excitement. "They're being forced to fight in normal space, exactly where we want them." The collective's response was predictably rigid. Their ships attempted to maintain formation even as Earth's quantum fields disrupted their systems. Their energy weapons fired in textbook patterns, missing the more maneuverable Earth vessels that seemed to dance through their defensive screens. "Launch the Fireflies," Chen commanded. From bases across the solar system, swarms of small autonomous drones emerged. Each one carried a miniaturized version of humanity's gravity lens technology. Individually, they were barely a threat to a collective capital ship, but they attacked in swarms of thousands, their movements based on Earth insect behaviors. Maya watched through the quantum sensors as chaos erupted across space. The collective's perfect formations dissolved as individual ship commanders started taking initiative, trying to counter Earth's unconventional tactics. But it was too late. The trap was already sprung. "Their command and control structure is breaking down," she reported. "They've never faced an enemy that could manipulate space-time itself. Their entire combat doctrine is based on technological superiority through conventional means." Chen's voice came through the quantum link, tight with controlled excitement. "Status of the quantum web. Holding stable," Maya confirmed. "They're completely cut off from FTL escape. Every time they try to create a corridor, our fields destabilize it. They're trapped in a box of our making." Colonel Marcus John crouched in the shadows of New Shanghai's maintenance tunnels, his handheld quantum scanner pulsing softly. The device, barely larger than a smartphone, was detecting the telltale energy signatures of collective infiltrators, the enemy's response to their failed initial assault. Above ground, the city buzzed with nervous energy, its citizens unaware of the silent war being waged beneath their feet. "Contact, 30 meters ahead," whispered Lieutenant Amara Santos, her own scanner confirming the reading. "Pattern matches collective biosignatures." Marcus nodded, signaling to the rest of his Spectre team to move into position. After the space battle had revealed humanity's hidden strength, the collective had shifted tactics. Rather than risk more ships against Earth's quantum weapons, they'd deployed shape-shifting infiltrators to sabotage humanity's defenses from within. "Remember," Marcus subvocalized through their secure neural link, "these aren't just disguised aliens. They're living quantum computers, able to perfectly mimic human form. Standard weapons won't be effective." His team acknowledged with subtle eye blinks, their neural implants translating the gestures into secure communications. Each soldier carried a quantum destabilizer, Dr. Patel's latest innovation, designed specifically to disrupt the exotic matter that allowed the infiltrators to maintain their human disguise. The tunnel ahead branched into a junction, maintenance pipes creating a maze of shadows. Marcus's scanner showed 3 distinct signatures moving through the darkness. The infiltrators were heading toward one of the quantum generator stations that powered Earth's defensive grid. "Lotus formation," he ordered. "Dr. Patel needs at least one of them intact for study." His team moved silently into position, their advanced combat suits rendering them nearly invisible in the low light. The infiltrators, despite their advanced technology, hadn't detected them. Their arrogance, assuming humans were too primitive to track their quantum signatures, would be their undoing. The first infiltrator came into view, wearing the uniform of a maintenance worker. Its mimicry was perfect, down to the subtle signs of fatigue and the slight scuff marks on its boots. But the quantum scanner revealed its true nature, a swirling mass of exotic matter held together by fields of force that defied conventional physics. Marcus waited until all 3 infiltrators were in the kill zone. "Execute." The tunnel erupted in controlled chaos. Quantum destabilizers fired, their beams invisible but devastating to the infiltrator's molecular structure. The first 2 targets collapsed instantly, their human disguises dissolving into pools of rapidly decaying exotic matter. The third infiltrator, however, moved with inhuman speed. It abandoned its human form, transforming into a crystalline structure that reflected the tunnel's dim light in mesmerizing patterns. Before it could fully change, Amara fired her backup weapon, a modified version of the quantum mines used in space. The device created a localized field that trapped the infiltrator in a bubble of distorted spacetime. "Target secured," she reported, already setting up the containment unit. Quantum structure stable but contained. Marcus approached the trapped infiltrator cautiously. Its crystalline form pulsed with internal light, patterns shifting in what might have been an attempt at communication. Command, this is Spectre Lead. We have a live one. In her Himalayan laboratory, Dr. Maya Patel watched through the quantum feed as the captured infiltrator was transported to her facility. Her hands moved rapidly over the interface, analyzing the creature's unique quantum signature. Fascinating, she muttered. They're not just mimicking human form. They're actually shifting their fundamental quantum state to match our molecular structure. No wonder they were able to bypass our initial security measures. Can you develop a reliable detection system? Admiral Rice asked through the quantum link. We've already found infiltrators in 3 major defense installations. Better than that, Maya replied, her eyes never leaving the readings. Their quantum shifting ability. It's based on principles similar to our own technology. With this specimen, I might be able to turn their own capabilities against them. In orbit, Commander Chen received the update with grim satisfaction. The Nighthawk sensors had detected more collective ships arriving at the edge of the solar system, but they were holding position, waiting. The infiltrators were meant to be their secret weapon, destroying Earth's defenses from within. They still think they're the only ones who understand quantum mechanics, she commented to Rodriguez. That's twice now they've underestimated us. Message from the captured infiltrator, Rodriguez reported. Dr. Patel's team managed to establish communication. The alien's message scrolled across Chen's display. Your species continues to defy probability. The collective's models gave you a 0.001% chance of detecting our advanced operatives. Chen allowed herself a small smile. Tell them we're about to defy their probabilities again. Dr. Patel has something special planned. In her lab, Maya worked furiously, her quantum interfaces alive with data. The captured infiltrator had revealed more than just its own secrets. It had provided insight into the entire collective's quantum-based technology. They use quantum entanglement for their entire command and control structure, she explained to Admiral Reyes. Every ship, every infiltrator, even their weapons, all linked through quantum fields similar to our own. But their system is rigid, hierarchical. They never considered someone might be able to hack it. Can you do it? Reyes asked. Maya's fingers danced across the interface. I already am. The infiltrator we captured, it's still connected to their network. They're so confident in their quantum encryption, they never built in a way to sever the connection. It's like they've handed us a key to their entire system. An alert flashed across her screens. The collective ships at the edge of the solar system were moving, breaking their holding pattern. They've realized what we're doing, she reported. But it's too late. I'm already in their network. Now we can fight them from the inside, as well as the outside. Colonel Zhang's neural link chimed with new orders. Across Earth, other Spectre teams received the same update. The hunt for infiltrators was about to become a lot more interesting. And this time, humanity had the advantage. Admiral Elena Reyes stood in Earth's primary defense command center as thousands of collective ships emerged from hyperspace. The massive holographic display showed them appearing in perfect geometric formations, like a crystalline lattice spreading across the solar system. This wasn't just another attack. It was the full might of the collective's regional fleet. 5,000 ships and counting, reported Captain Wei from his station. They're deploying in a sphere around Earth, cutting off all conventional escape vectors. Reyes studied the tactical display with careful intensity. The collective had learned from their previous defeats. Their ships were maintaining distance, staying outside the range of Earth's quantum disruption fields. More concerning were the new energy signatures their sensors were detecting. They've adapted their shields, Dr. Maya Patel's hologram reported from her laboratory. The quantum frequency patterns suggest they've developed countermeasures to our previous tactics. As expected, Reyes replied calmly. Fortunately, we've been preparing for this moment. Status of Project Phoenix. Maya's hologram smiled, ready for deployment. Though I should note, once we activate it, there's no going back. The changes to local spacetime will be permanent. In orbit, Commander Chen watched as the enemy fleet took up positions. The Nighthawk's advanced stealth systems kept them hidden, but she knew it was only a matter of time before the collective's new sensors detected them. "They're broadcasting," Rodriguez announced. The alien commander appeared on their main screen, its geometric patterns shifting in complex ways their translation software identified as a mixture of anger and satisfaction. "Your resistance has been impressive, humans. You have earned a measure of respect, but the full might of the collective cannot be denied. Surrender now, and your species will be granted limited autonomy under our guidance." Before Chen could respond, new alerts flashed across their tactical display. The collective ships were powering up their weapons, not just conventional energy weapons, but something new. Space itself seemed to ripple around their vessels. "They're using our own technology against us." Maya's voice came through the quantum link. "They've reverse-engineered aspects of our quantum weapons." Reyes's voice remained steady as she opened a channel to all Earth forces. "All units, implement Scattered Stars Protocol. Fall back to secondary positions." Earth's ships began a coordinated retreat, but something was wrong. The collective's new weapons fired, sending waves of distorted spacetime toward their vessels. Ships caught in the effect found their quantum drives malfunctioning, their carefully planned escape routes cut off. "They're hurting us," Chen realized. "These aren't just weapons. They're creating a quantum cage around Earth." In her laboratory, Maya worked furiously at her quantum interface. The collective ships are generating a nested series of space-time distortions. They're trying to trap us in a bubble of altered reality. "Then it's time," Rice decided. "Dr. Patel, initialize Project Phoenix. All Earth forces, prepare for immediate reality shift." Deep beneath the surface of Mars, a facility hidden since the early days of human space exploration hummed to life. Project Phoenix wasn't just a weapon. It was humanity's ultimate answer to the question of survival. "Project Phoenix initializing," Maya reported. "Quantum core reaching critical resonance. Warning, the space-time distortions will affect our ships as well. All vessels need to synchronize their quantum fields with the main pulse." Chen quickly relayed the orders to her fleet. The collective ships were closing in, their new quantum weapons creating an ever-tightening net around Earth's forces. But they had fallen into humanity's greatest trap, 1 century in the making. "Phoenix reaching full power," Maya announced. "Quantum resonance cascading. Initiating in 5, 4, 3. The collective commander appeared on all channels again. "What are you doing?" "Our sensors detect a massive quantum buildup in your solar system. Cease this foolishness immediately." 2, 1. Phoenix protocol active. For a moment, nothing seemed to happen. Then reality itself began to change. The quantum technology that humanity had been developing wasn't just for... And somewhere in the vast expanse of the galaxy, other civilizations looked toward the shimmering barrier around Sol system and saw something new. Hope. The species that had dared to rewrite physics itself had shown them that no power was absolute, no law immutable. The age of the collective's dominion was ending. The era of quantum revolution had begun, and humanity, the species that had dared to change reality rather than submit to it, would help lead the way into this new frontier of existence.